Let's tear her down! Alright, well, we got Project Big Bertha here. The plan for this truck is to swap the 6.5 turbo diesel. That's total junk, by the way. It's knocking harder than a woodpecker in the woods. Pretty much. So with that, we're going to remove this 6.5 in this video and prep it for an 8.1 8100 Vortec swap.
Although you can pull that and then tip the hood back, but all the way out. And then
there's another one back here,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, just pull the other one off the other side and I'll hold the middle of it.
Okay.
Then we can just pick it up and set it off somewhere. Someone's conveniently already unhooked the little hood light wire.
Oh,
Phone. We'll just go there.
We'll set it over here
for the moment.
All right, so we'll give you a little tour of the 6.5 turbo diesel. As you can tell, the turbo is Mickey Mouse on this thing, but somebody wired the wastegate open for maximum PSI to the engine. Like I said, this thing has a rod knock in it. It's junk. The plan is to put an 8100 Vortec down on this truck, but we're going to document the process of removing a 6.5 because neither one of us have ever done that before. So this ought to be an interesting removal. So let's get into it. All right.
Yeah, we should probably hook the battery. That might be a necessary step.
It might be.
Yeah.
To unhook the battery.
Yeah, to avoid sparkies when I start cutting wires.
That'll be all right.
Okay. Oh, there's that loose.
I'm not going to say there's much coolant in it.
Yeah, well, so I'm wondering, is there any in it at all?
I doubt it. Because the bottle is almost completely empty up here. Battery's disconnected and removed.
Well, there was something in that.
What, that?
Yeah.
Might have just been residual.
Yeah. Low spot.
Oh, there it is. Okay, success. Second time's a charm.
I find it odd that they put the battery cable
Clear across.
Yeah, because like the Dodges and Fords just sit up here and go across.
2-piece shroud. Yeah, you ain't
how-
kidding. That's a big radiator.
That's how the rest of them are. This one's just way shorter.
I think I'll still buy one of those aluminum racing radiators though, because it's a solid.
Yeah, this one's not.
I don't like that plastic. And look,
I don't know.
where this used to be an automatic truck, they just left the coolant lines. They left the coolant lines on it here.
I think they were clipped underneath somewhere.
Yeah, so
Yeah, the radiator's not.
yeah, we'll remove that whole unit.
I was trying to figure out if it was a replacement.
I think so. It's
or
got
factory.
it's got a factory date code right there. It says it was made 6/20 of 1996.
Yeah. So
That's factory. Factory. That's exactly made like the Oldsmobile almost. Just how those brackets are.
that 72 van has got the same.
Yeah.
Well, most of the same rubber mounts on the top and bottom.
So what we're doing here is basically unplumbing everything from the factory radiator. This truck was originally an automatic truck, but somebody had swapped it to a manual. That's the whole purpose of why I bought it. So we're trying to get this bottom transmission cooler line off because whoever swapped it left them on there, but they have no function whatsoever. But we're going to replace this radiator anyway, so we're just going to cut the line off and try to get this radiator up out of here.
Maybe if I can get it down in there. Slightly touch the radiators. It's fine.
Oh, that's fine.
It's coming out anyways.
I'll unhook this AC line. Oh, it wasn't even tight. It wasn't even tight.
I was gonna get the crest.
No wonder it wasn't charged. That's why it probably leaked off right there.
O-ring bad. Or
Yeah, O-ring.
Usually these quick connects go bad.
Yeah, it's totally that should pull right out of there now.
Well, here's the other thing. Should we just slice this end of it because
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
the whole system's trashed?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, might as well.
We'll just cut it up here.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a little stinkier than
Yeah, it
normal
was.
rubber
It had-
there.
Probably had some Freon left in there. It's good for the respiratory system.
I was thinking more of mouse urine.
Oh well, yeah,
There's
that's
there's
possible.
That hint of,
All right, go ahead. Oh, let me get.
yeah, I need a flashlight or something pointed down in there.
You'll see it right now. You see how much access you have.
Yeah, I was just trying to avoid.
There's some antifreeze in it at least.
Also, I put a pen underneath.
Yeah, there's some green antifreeze in there. Not much, but there is some.
You know, let me get my tubing bender here. Just kind of
Readjust it.
yeah. We'll put it out of the road here.
Alright, so here's what we got so far. We got the radiator out. We've cut all the coolant hoses, got rid of the AC line to the compressor, unhooked the battery terminals, the wires, the grounds that was going to the engine. There's a bunch of debris from the AC condenser that's just laying down in where underneath where the radiator was. We believe we found the original oil fill cap underneath the radiator as well, because that is a replacement. Alright, so basically where we're at now is we think we got everything undone on top that we need to get undone. Obviously we still have the motor mount bolts to deal with, but we're going to crawl under it and look at the drive shaft, transmission bell housing bolts, and the exhaust, see what we need to cut away or uninstall to get this engine out. All that we did here was we just jacked up the truck to get it high enough so we could crawl under it to look at the exhaust and the bell housing bolts. Then here we crawled under, and basically the exhaust crossover manifold pipe bolts were really rusty. So we just took an impact to them and broke them off, but they were all different sizes, so that's all that was going on here. I had music playing in the background, so that's why there's no audio to this clip of the video. I just want to take a second to show off the underneath this truck. For being a 1997 model, I think a construction company owned this truck, but it's very clean underneath. Like the cross members, the frame, like it's a pretty clean example of a crew cab long bed. So we climbed back up top. I had to remove the clutch fan from the water pump pulley to get enough clearance so we can start pulling this engine out. I was just giving it a once over, make sure everything was totally unconnected from the engine before we tried pulling it out with the engine hoist. So we got the engine hoist hooked up to the engine now, and we started pulling on it to try to get it separated out from the bell housing of the transmission. And it wasn't too bad. We had to wiggle it and jiggle it to get it separated. But overall, it wasn't that bad. So here in the next few seconds, you'll see a time lapse of us getting it out of the truck. So we successfully got the 6.5 turbo diesel removed from Big Bertha here, and we set it on the floor. We never worked on one of these before. We were just doing a little walk around of it so other people could see what it looks like. And then here I just did a walkthrough of like what the engine bay looked like after we dissected the engine out of it. So this was going to conclude day one of working on Big Bertha. The next day we'll come back and we're going to power wash it and clean it up. So it's day two. We sprayed her down with degreaser and we're going to power wash it and remove the interior. So I bought some cheap citrus degreaser from the local Dollar General, and basically I just gave the truck a whole coat of this really quick before I power washed it. Just helped to break down that mossy green tree sap that was all over this truck. So I just went through and sprayed it real quick, and then I went through and power washed it. So here you can see it's eating the moss right off the door after spraying it degreaser and hitting it with the power washer. The stuff come off pretty easy that was on the paint of the truck, which I was pretty impressed with. So I'm just going to continue going through and power washing the truck here. So here's kind of a quick after on the driver's side of what it looked like after I power washed it and hit it with the degreaser. I think it turned out pretty well, but obviously on camera it always looks better. Alright, since we got the engine gutted out of the truck now, we're going to gut the interior. The plan for this is to put a GMT400 upgraded interior in this thing. It looks dirty right now, but I think it'll look really good once we redo the interior. But this is kind of just a before look at what it actually looks like at the moment. But I'm going to order a new floor, like a vinyl floor mat for it. And hopefully we can find a parts rig for a GMT400 leather interior and a different center console. And then I'll try to clean up the dash and stuff some more. But we're going to go ahead and remove this stuff now. Alright, well, we got the seats out. I think I just got to loosen up this transfer case, trim piece, take the shifter out. I think we can pull this old vinyl mat out, but like I said, I'm going to buy a new one, so hopefully it makes the cab look way better once I replace it. So we got the vinyl floor mat out. Overall, it looked really good under there. The whole cab floor looks pretty solid, and it looks like it had a protective coating. But hopefully when we put all new interior in it from a GMT400, it looks really good after it's done. That's going to conclude today's part 1 video for Big Bertha. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, or even leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.